I've been getting a lot of messages about videos, and guess what? I guess Xbox heard you guys because they decided to, do their jobs and get fans excited about the brand. So let's talk about these announcements. You know, if there's one thing we can all agree on when it comes to, the world, it's that tacos are amazing. And also, there's been no gaming news whatsoever. Rock bottom dry for all camps, except for Microsoft, at least as of right now. They finally got some information on all kinds of new things coming to Game Pass, new announcements, and more. We've got all of it here. If you end up liking the video, maybe hit the like button, tell a buddy or two about the channel. And hey, let me know what you think about this. Death Stranding, yes, a Sony IP.
Yeah. Are you there? What do you want, bitch?
They own the IP for this, right? Well, it's coming to PC Game Pass, brought to you by Microsoft. Yes, that's right. And not only is it not the first time, it's not even the second time. This is the third time they've done this. And look, I know there's going to be a ton of damage control, probably from 3 or 4 of you in the comments here. I don't care what loophole they found, how they made this happen. Fact is, it's happening. And for those that haven't played it, this is your chance. PC Game Pass, use an Xbox controller. You even get Xbox achievements with this version of the game. So that's extremely interesting to see yet another Sony property on the Xbox ecosystem. Hey, if you're like me, you're having a little bit of fun with this kind of announcement, let me know if you're enjoying delivering things in Death Stranding. Check it out on PC Game Pass, August 23rd. Next up, Redfall, one of the biggest games for Xbox coming in the next 12 months is, it's got some new details. The 4-player co-op vampire-slaying first-person shooter is the most expansive game Arcane Studios has ever made. Arcane's Harvey Smith says the game is expansive, yet lived in. He also confirms that the map in this game is the biggest that the team at Arcane have ever built. Well, the largest open space the team has ever built, whatever that means. Either way, I'm a lot more excited for it now than I was before we saw gameplay. I'm looking forward to playing this in 4-player co-op. I'm sure many of you are as well, and for those that are really excited about the game, there's even more of this new video interview towards the end of the video, so stay tuned. By the way, if you were ever curious about how much developers are paid to put their games in Xbox Game Pass, one studio has actually revealed the figure. Big Cheese Studios, the guys behind Cooking Simulator, revealed that they received a one-time payment of $600,000 for Cooking Simulator. Now, obviously, the developer is very happy with this payment. They agreed to it, right? They signed for it, and it happened. This is how much they got paid. Think about that for a minute. Speaking of Xbox Game Pass, we have even more titles joining the service this month. Midnight Fight Express launches on August 23rd. Immortals Phoenix Rising launches on August 30th. And Tinykin receives the same date of August 30th as well. There are many more. I will link this down below. Now, I'm not sure if you guys heard, but it's the year 2022. And in this year, games get delayed. That's what happens. They never come out. Not until 2023, at least that's the case for some of them. However, there are some exceptions. There are some games that are actually going to come out this year, and one of them is High on Life. Despite a delay, it is still releasing this December. I figured I would throw this in here. I got a few messages about it on Twitter, and hey, I think this game looks crazy. I'm playing it day one. There have been multiple delays over the past several weeks from both big and small teams. Let me know which one of your favorite games got pushed back to 2023. Now, I know we just got done covering a bunch of games coming to both PC Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass, but guess what? There's more. At Bethesda's recent QuakeCon event, they revealed several new Bethesda titles coming to PC Game Pass. This includes Wolfenstein 3D, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Quake 4, Quake Champions, and Elder Scrolls Legend Battlespire, as well as the Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard. Microsoft are also giving out free gifts as well with these announcements. These games are now free in the Microsoft Store. The Elder Scrolls Arena, The Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, and Quake Champions. So go on and get yourself some free games and get some go kill stuff, go do stuff. After you're done doing stuff, let me know if you actually checked QuakeCon out. Did you like some of these announcements from there? And let me know if you play on PC. Personally, I'm an Xbox fan, and Xbox is an Xbox. That's where I play, but I understand that the ecosystem does expand beyond that box, which is a great strength of the platform. However, if you are primarily a console gamer, you don't really benefit from a lot of these announcements that Xbox are talking about right now. So if you're going to play Death Stranding on PC, while you're at it, why don't you just deliver us some Xbox news, help us out a little bit over here, and we'd appreciate it. By the way, did you guys see this brand new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 single-player campaign teaser? Man, does it look gorgeous. I cannot wait to play this, and guess what? If you pre-ordered the game, you can actually play the campaign a week early. That's right, you get up to a week of early campaign access, and like I said, if you're like me, you absolutely loved Modern Warfare 2019. It's kind of in a sad state right now because it's been worked on by so many support studios and kind of broken in a few different ways. You can't find a match unless crossplay is on. There's a ton of different reasons why not to play 2019 right now, so we're ready for Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 2022. Let me know if you're checking out this crisp trailer in 4K 60 FPS. It looks absolutely stunning.
And the vampirism that they have is not, it's not a disease, it's not an accident, it's not something that you can cure. The people who became vampires and the people who become vampires in our game, in a sense, they already were vampires on the inside, right? It's more like a metamorphosis, not a disease that they caught. And so it's definitely this like horrible evil that's like taken hold of the island that needs to be resisted and fought. They're not innocent people that you're trying to save. And they slowly, like a frog boiling in water, they slowly took over the town and consolidated all the power, and that's where players find themselves now at the beginning of the game.
So, you know, if they don't have fangs and they're not afraid of the sun and they don't drink blood, then they're not vampires. They have to have those elements to be vampires, basically. But we wanted our vampires to be derived from science. But we wanted to avoid the crosses, garlic, running water kind of stuff in lieu of like, these are vampires that wanted this to happen to them. They wanted to live forever, even at the expense of other people, even if it requires the blood of others.
Here, she was a college student. Devinder was here for a book signing, right? Lucky him to actually have some content to capture. Remy, you know, from some of the tricklings of some weirdness happening, she's here because of her search and rescue skill set. And Jacob initially with Bellwether, so.
Jacob was one of the bad guys.
You know, so to have to really think about really different reasons for these characters to be here on the island and then build up from that was fun.
We knew we needed like, you know, guns because this is part RPG, part shooter. And it was fun to be able to work with modern guns for once. And, you know, we wanted a range from like high-end military gear dropped by Bellwether security on the island all the way down to like Grandpa's shotgun found in the attic of this old Victorian house. And then some kit bash stuff too, like in his garage, this person made like, you know, a duct tape handgun that, you know, has a flashlight on it or something, right? So there's ranging from jury rig to high-end military and all that. But very quickly we realized we also needed some vampire-specific weapons. And so the UV beam, which leads to a whole system of petrifying the vampires from which they can thaw out if you don't stake them. The stake launcher itself, which is like a found ammo type weapon, like broken off pool cues and snapped off mop handles and fireplace pokers and things like that.
Steak knives.
Yeah, and then like flare guns, which you'd find on a tourist island with sailboats and all. They immolate vampires, and so they become like a little fireball launcher. And so the usual weapons that you love in games, sniper rifles and shotguns and assault rifles and things like that, are fun to play with in our game. And they level up over time, and they have different traits on them, and so you're looking for the one with the right traits that you want.
And they have stakes on the end, of course, because you need to be able to stake vampires.
Right, again, every time we tweak our fiction in some way, like vampires, it leads to whole systems like staking and petrification with UV light and all that. But in addition to all those guns, we have the set of vampire-specific guns that are you know, unique to the game.
The best stake attachment in the game is the garden gnome.
You don't like the broken guitar neck?
Oh, the broken guitar neck. I'm partial to the harpoon.
It seems like they put a lot of thought into this game, to be honest. I mean, it was so much more than I actually kind of expected, even though I know Arcane is a great studio. They've released great games. They experiment. They try to build the games they love. And fortunately for them, Bethesda, you know, they allowed them to do those things. This is their first foray into any type of multiplayer co-op action, well, at least that I'm aware of. And I think that they've thought it through. They've really tried to take their own approach and kind of put their own spin on things. But again, I figured some of you guys, if you didn't see it, now you have. you're probably all that much more excited for it. And if you're excited to play Redfall, well, maybe we can play it together. Add me on Xbox Live at II_dealer_II, Twitter at dealer_gaming, of course here on YouTube. Subscribe for more videos. Become a patron or channel member today. I want to thank all of you for watching to this point. Those that did, you guys really do power the channel. You're the best. I mean it. I'm going to become more consistent as news becomes more consistent, but as you saw in this video, I've got 6-7 links in the description topics. I'm just trying to give you guys as much information as possible for your time because you chose to spend it here. I do appreciate it a lot. Once more, guys, let me know your thoughts. Check out last week's RDX podcast where I did have a developer on working on Unreal Engine 5 and Xbox Series X. There's so much to be excited about. I cannot wait for some of these games to hit. I'm Dealer. I'll see you around.